Hello, hello. It would be so funny if anyone would press. Shut your mouth. Nah, not right now.
What magic button is that?
I was answering the chat because they were saying.
Oh no, I'm reading it too. I'm like, wait, magic button. Wait, lore? Is there lore?
Yeah, there's actually lore about that. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Things can get really bad really fast tonight if I am not careful about tonight's stream. Happy Mario Day! Yeah, happy Mario Day, everyone!
Yahoo!
Yahoo indeed. What the heck? Where am I? Ah! You up here, but I didn't. What the heck?
Yes, I'm first place. Yes, I did it. All that cardio, worth it.
Oh, wait, I'm so stupid. I'm hidden under the bruh.
What are you doing down there, silly?
I was under the. I'm scared because chat is trying to cancel me tonight.
Chat, not again.
No, not again. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, I was. So let me tell you the lore of what is happening on Mario Day. Last year was my first time ever creating an event for Mario Day, and you know how some streamers have like if you have 100,000 points or 1,000,000 points in your channel, you can like turn off my stream, which is like an unachievable goal. One person had the points, one lurker from day one on my channel, and they pushed the button on Mario Day. And when that happened, everybody in chat was like, get out, get out, get out. They turned the button on. You have to turn off the stream. And it was during Mario Day. I had a whole day planned of me playing, Mario Kart, Super Mario games on Switch, and they just like kablam, there you go, cancel, bye, Sain, go rest, your head hurts, doesn't it? You should go resting right now. It's like the person's spending like over 100,000 points. That's unbelievable.
It's like, darn you, but thank you for being here all this time.
Oh yeah, it's like the most incredible honor to have a chatter have that many points accumulated, not even spend them in like throws and stuff that much, and just have them all.
Did it catch you off guard?
Holy crap. It caught me off guard because it went back, and now I believe it. Now I believe there's a handful of people who actually have 100,000 points on their storage, because it's been over a year, almost 2 years now in summer, that I've been like grinding on Twitch and being a VTuber in general. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I should. Hold on, let me check the chat 1 minute. Hey, can you introduce yourself while I do some little technical difficulties on my side?
Sure, absolutely. Hello, In-Sain Podcast. I am Papa Spud. I am the low poly VTuber. Not joined by. I am joining, I should say, the amazing Saint Cisco on this lovely podcast opportunity, and we were talking about it. Namely, I was like, Sain, we gotta hang out again. That was really cool. And here we are in this moment. And second person on this podcast, right?
Yes, you are.
So, I mean, definitely a huge honor and privilege being here. Loving the hat, by the way.
Thank you.
But just wanted to spend the Mario Day with a good friend. Hopefully, we just can just chat it up and see where it goes.
Let me see. Can I give you a hat? I think I can give you a hat.
Can you? Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Does VC Face work with hats?
Yes, it does, because if you have a PNG, all you have to do is just throw it. You want me to send you the PNG?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah, this is gonna be my first attempt throwing on a PNG, and if it doesn't work,
yeah, you can work that out in there. Try doing that while I'll talk a little bit about some important messages that I have to do at the beginning of the stream.
All right,
go have fun.
Got you, and no peeking. So I'm gonna do all the technical things while no one's looking.
No problem. Okay, so Chad, while I have you here, for those who are wondering, Sain, where is the stream on YouTube? Unfortunately, YouTube today is doing something a bit of a maintenance. I feel like it is. It's not allowing me to have the stream available on YouTube. So this is our first time ever. We have been going live for over 90 episodes, and this is like the first time that something like this has ever happened. So I apologize. I want to transport the bot over there. Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of technical difficulties things happening today. It's unfortunate. I guess it's very fitting of a Mario day that is always chaotic on my side. But yeah, so let me do my YouTube introduction here. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into the IN-Sain Podcast episode 93. My name is IN-Sain, and I am today accompanied by Papa Spot, as you heard earlier. And we are going to be talking about, the elusive Mario Day today. There's been a lot of news related to gaming. I know there's a bunch of like Mario, Nintendo news, anime news, very sad news as well happening lately in the anime community. So we're gonna touch upon that only briefly. And the most important news of the day is that we are planning finally our rebranding for our IN-Sain 2.0. Yes, you heard that correctly. We are IN-Sain 2.0. I mean, I have like a billion models already, but you don't know what I'm talking about. And welcome.
No, probably not.
I mean, some of you may know. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't be assuming because there's a completely different side of people on YouTube and everywhere. So on yesterday's stream, which was related to Metroid Dread, I actually tried to introduce some of the concepts for my new model. It's not the final design, but we'll be showing a picture here live, and we'll be discussing some of it. Okay? 2.0 Saint, tell me more. Well, you're not here right there. Okay, are you acting, Raven? Were you not here last night? Oh, you got to work. Let's go.
I was about to say, wow, twice now IN-Sain has taught me new things between doing this, what was it in here, and then let me just lower myself a little bit because I feel so gigantic for no reason. But yeah, oh wow, I can't believe I now know how to do props. Thank you.
Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, there's a way. So right now we're going, one of us is 2D and the other one is 3D here. Last time we were collabing, we were both 3D. I was using my own little Vroid, which I should bring back, honestly. I've heard so many compliments. I was gonna put it on the thumbnail of this video as well, but since I'm talking about a little bit of the 2D model, I guess I should like talk about, show my model right here. This was supposed to be the thumbnail, by the way, everyone, for today's video, if you're not seeing in this video on YouTube. So here you have it.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I love that.
Okay, before you claim about destroying the stream, everybody who thinks that I can like just magically turn it off, warning, I can't do that. I can't do that on an episode of the IN-Sain Podcast. However, let me take this down and let me bring a special rule, a special clause. We will never stop doing an IN-Sain Podcast. It'll be funny if one of them was like really short, maybe someday, but right now we're on our way to episode 100. So I don't want to ruin the streak by doing some crazy move, and then we'll play with that. We'll play with the redeems and the magic button and the destroy button. Sorry. No, you're right. What happened? You good?
No, it's the way you said it's funny.
The magic button.
Yeah, the magic.
Do you have anything like that, like as a redeem on your streams? What is the most outrageous redeem you ever created for your Twitch?
I haven't made something crazy. Hold on, I should probably look at it. The popular one seems to be the bonk all the time. They always go for it, right? Or that there's gonna be text-to-speech. My partner personally likes to go through here and make like copy pastas of just like, hello, I'm Papa Spud. I am 2 foot tall and have glass bones and paper skin. Something wild, like that's her shtick, right? I've had people once or twice like, oh, shut your pie hole for 10,000. Where it's like, you know what I mean? But there's a couple of them that I definitely need to revisit. Don't ask me for the dad jokes because on the spot, I'm pretty horrible with dad jokes, but that apparently is also a popular one too. So almost like it's in the name. I should know this.
Yeah. I always change my routine, so I like playing around with them. Like I might be maybe too much, because I should just settle down on focusing on the stream quality, but I like playing around with the points, and I like refunding the points. Oh yeah, also yeah, thank you for the reminder. In-Sain Podcast normally has no guest. This is Switch for it's valid to end it. No, shut up. But the reminder, yeah, this is like I am starting to bring guests in here just to make it like extra fun. I was told that it was kind of fun to just have them on the YouTube side, but hey, unfortunately, we're not on YouTube today. All right, before we talk about the main topics of the day, here's something that I gotta show you all, chat. One more thing, and then we'll go to the topics. A special stream after this one will happen. After we end the stream today on the podcast, I'm gonna be streaming some Mario games. We're gonna be having some fun. The entire stream will have a time limit. There will be redeems that can basically lower the timer or increase the timer depending on what you want. And obviously it has like a cap. I can't just stream forever. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me check this command by no gato. Oh no, that is bad. What are they plotting this time? The thing is saying it's a known scammer. Never finished battling and using the PS4 is not in the same room as my streaming setup. Then having the audacity to say, I want to finish battling, guys. Shut your mouth. Oh god. Look, I'm gonna ask you something. You, as a streamer, how much backlog do you have?
Backlog and return. What do you mean?
Gaming backlog.
Oh, listen, Sain. I don't think you understand. Like, it is going to take me a legitimate years to go through my backlog. On a more personal note, I actually have plans on when I do subathons, and I'll be doing one in probably a couple of months or maybe even 3, right? And my goal, my subathons is going to be different in the sense that I want to beat an entire series. Like, I'm talking Monster Hunter, I'm talking Final Fantasy, I'm talking like Castlevania, like a full-blown, hey, this is not just a subathon to just play whatever the heck I want, right? It's more like, hey, this is a subathon to beat a series, and hopefully,
I see.
I'll be but a potatoed raisin by the time I beat every series. It's like I was that gamer who beat literally everything. Like, you tell me I'd beat it, and I did beat it. All the Kingdom Hearts, all the God of Wars, all this, and it's like, that's it. Where do I go from here?
I want to do the same thing, but with like Xenoblade Saga or other JRPGs. I love my JRPGs, but unfortunately, some of them are way too large. But I do have a formula coming in the future that will allow me to play such games on stream, actually.
Yeah, and then Papa Spud, please play Yoshi's Story. You mean Yoshi Island 64?
No, Yoshi. They want me to.
Oh no, it is Yoshi's Story. It's not Yoshi's Story 64.
Yeah, it's called Yoshi's Story, but they're being a dumbass and they're calling it 64 just because we like to make fun of the game here, because I hate Yoshi's Story.
Wait, do you really? How come?
I despise Yoshi's Story. It ruined my childhood.
But tell me more. Like, you had all this juicy lore. Now you're gonna tell me.
Okay. Seems like that seems to be a recurring theme. So let me tell you the story for those who never heard it. The story is, when that game was about to come out, I was in elementary school. I had the Nintendo 64. I was looking at the Nintendo Power magazines. It was really hype. Really, it was like, the most anticipated game for me, because I said, this is gonna be just like Yoshi's Island, but like twice as better, twice as long, twice as difficult, very challenging, graphics amazing. And I hyped up the game to my friends, like, this is gonna be like the best of the best ever. You have no idea how amazing Yoshi's Story is gonna be. It's a sequel. It's part 2. It has to be like double the good on everything. The game came out. Fucking Child's Play. They changed the formula of Yoshi. They changed it, the stages to be really easy. It's like 2 minutes long. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm sure, but I mean, there's a cute novelty to it. No, I wouldn't say it's like
that shit.
What do you mean?
I wanted Yoshi's. You don't have to change it. All I wanted was Yoshi's Island, but better.
Yeah, but like you got Yoshi's Story, and they wanted to try something new and different. Like, listen, and then not only that, but like the market for who exactly? Like, what? Listen, like maybe the difficulty. Sure, I can see rocking on that point, but like, I don't know. Just maybe they wanted to go for something for like the more little ones, right? Like,
okay, every time, so everybody that I tell this to always gives me the same answer as you. Like, hey, it has a cute aspect. Yada yada yada. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so look, objectively, the game, it's not bad. Objectively, on a reviewer, if I was a paid reviewer for IGN, I would say this is a fine game. It's okay. It has a charm to it. They cutify Yoshi. They give it a new voice. You know, that new voice that Yoshi has started in that game. You know, all those little things that Yoshi is known by today. It's really good. It has it has its own unique challenges with the melons and everything. You can choose your difficulty as you play. There's no settings. It's all like you made up challenges. But for me, you're
just looking for that challenge of like if you're gonna make it a game. Right, real quick, if you're looking for a game, you want something that's like make me sweat a little bit, like, you know, like the modern games like Kirby or Mario, like the games that are now, right?
You know what game did the same thing to me and it scarred the fuck out of me?
What is it?
Mario is Missing.
That wait, to be fair, right? I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm like, wait a minute, you walked into that one with Mario is Missing. Who in the heard of that? Like,
yo,
oh my god,
to me. Oh, okay, look, for once, I thought, hey, look, I'm looking at the pictures of Mario is Missing in magazines. And I was like, oh my God, they reused the Super Mario and Luigi sprites in the game. Oh, so I thought it was going to be, it's going to be like Mario, but in the real world, Mario jumping through like buildings and all that awesome stuff, you know, jumping through like the real life buildings. But it's not, wait, no, it's not Mario, it's Luigi. They're trying to make it like extra challenging. Is Luigi like more limited and the enemies are going to be tougher? It's a fucking educational game. I am so pissed off that I forgot to.
That's fair, but you know what, listen, for those that like are like looking for the better alternatives of Mario is Missing, you know what is a better Mario is Missing game? I'm going to say it, and at first you're gonna be like, that's not a Mario. Just listen to the context. Ready? Luigi's Mansion.
You love
Tell me that's not a Mario.
Horrible taste. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. Somebody in chat said they love that game. Mario is Missing.
How listen, hey, you do you, but like, listen, I'm a little concerned. We gotta call somebody. Are you sure we're talking about the same game? You love that game?
Nobody loves that game. And hello, let me give this person
listen,
a nice
a real Mario is Missing is Luigi's Mansion. I'm telling you, Mario is missing in that game.
Yes,
and you play a much better game.
Yo, so true. Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, there's gonna be a Luigi's Mansion 2 port for the Switch.
Yeah, that and 1,000-Year Door. Like, wow, we are eating good. It's just slow. It's like, can we hurry this up with the games and how amazing it is? Like, goodness gracious, we eating good.
Yeah. But I haven't even asked. Do you even like Mario games and stuff like that? Do you like? Are they like? What's your preferred like vibe when it comes to gaming?
I mean, listen, as a video game aficionado, right? Because my shtick is like I have like literally all the games, or like rather I have things in the collection. It's a whole thing. Don't want to get crazy into it. But when it comes to the Mario games, I believe I have all of them, but just not like Donkey Kong versus Mario, let's say. Like, I don't count that. Okay. Like, I'm talking like mainstream Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, like those ones.
Okay. I like me some. Yeah, I like variety as well. I'm not picky about any of the games when it comes to like the Mario. I like them all, you know. But usually on my streams, I am known to play like Nintendo-like games. Sometimes I play like the rare oddity that is like on this weekend I was trying to replay some levels of it's a horror game called The Coffee of Andy Lele. But that's like a one time that I was like, hey, let me just explore the topics of this game, which are brutally dark. But hey, anyway, we had a fun time. But then the next day, like, I went back to to Metroid and my Pokemon games as usual. This is normally what I do on streams.
What's been like a game that you've been craving lately?
I have desires that are unreasonable to currently unreasonable to anyone in this universe. I know they exist deliciously in another alternative universe, and that is a sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising.
Man, can we open up with that topic? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? Honestly, you saying that, I've been thinking about like Star Fox and Kid Icarus, and it's like it's just becoming a race. It's Kirby, it's Mario, and it's Zelda, right? And then where's more Donkey Kong? And no, Mario and Donkey Kong do not count. I'm talking a known, like we have the literal, like, why not we do the drums with the what was it, the I'm gonna say Wiimotes, and that's not right. The joysticks, like we have the technology, but dang it, why aren't we coming back to these other IPs? Why?
They never really put good use to the HD Rumble stuff, huh?
You know what? And you want to talk about Kid Icarus? All right, check this out, right? Because why not? Right? Why not? Big brain idea. They go back to the Kid Icarus, series, right? But have to be a platformer. But check this out, right? But at the same token, right? If you want to attack, because the bow and arrow, are you seeing what I'm saying with the? Oh my god, I keep wanting to say Wiimotes, and that's not right. It's Joy-Cons. Okay, it's in my brain now. The Joy-Cons, where you like shoot an arrow using the Joy-Cons. Isn't that not like, dude? You can like literally shoot a bow and arrow using the Joy-Cons like that, and just do it that way.
I like options. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm gonna say that we're all probably going to go back to using the controllers in the old-fashioned regular way, but we are still not. But the addition to motion is always welcome, because I find it extremely fun to if I love a game a lot and I love how it plays with the motion, I'd rather play with the motion. But in terms of like optimal gameplay, no motion, no gimmicks, it's probably the best way to go. Let me see. We have actually some suggestions on the stream. You want to read them out?
Yeah. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat 2 when? Exactly. Like you can just move. And I understand the whole gimmick thing. I think it's like I said, I think it's worth. Look, let's be real here, because the thing is, it's not making as much money as the other IPs. That's why. And nobody wants to say it. But I'll say it, right? I mean, they're already kicking the can a little bit with Metroid Prime 4, but they're a little like on that, right? Kirby Air Ride 2, possibly. That would be good.
Kirby Air Ride.
Let's see. Any other suggestions you guys have?
Oh yeah, keep mentioning stuff that you desire that they're probably not gonna put in. I was talking literally today, this morning, I was on a phone call with a fellow artist, a very amazing person. Shout outs to Vivi. I was talking with them and I mentioned how it is catastrophic. In this day and age, sometimes when it comes to like anime and games, they like to push back projects because something is still making money. Why make a sequel? Or why release the product, the next product earlier, if it's still like banking out in some capacity? This is the huge example for Mario Kart. I want Smash Bros, but Mario Kart. I want to see Mart in a cart. I want to see all those little characters from Smash Bros, but in a cart. Give me Mario Kart Ultimate. That'll be really fun. But they won't do it because Mario Kart will not freaking stop selling. It's too powerful on the Walmart shelves. It just moves. A new kid gets a Switch, you're getting Mario Kart. Like,
I mean, it's the standard. You can't go wrong with Mario Kart.
Pokemon with guns. Power? You mean Power?
Right? Oh, you know what? I do want to confess something to you, where it's like, okay, we're talking about all these games and all these different ideas. Guys, am I the only one that feels like let's come back to Star Fox because Star Fox Zero was not bad? I'm sorry, it's true, it wasn't bad. I'm gonna die on that hill. I don't think it was that bad. Like, I don't know why people are hating on that game.
It wasn't that bad. It had its own gimmicks, and I'm a fan of that. I did play a little bit. I didn't finish it because it was a time where I was moving to the US and I left my Wii U, and then I was like, well, now it's just like it just got pushed back into the backlog. One of these days I'll dust off the old Wii U and play it all. It's the family game. The family games are the ones like stagnating the market in some cases, just like Gacha game. Gacha game is doing that. Do you think, is this a hot take? Do you think like Gacha games are deteriorating the gaming in general? Like,
I can't say that I agree for the mere reason that Genshin exists. Like Genshin's like the only outlier in that whole argument. I would feel.
So, forgot to mention, I was gonna comment on this. Saying you're describing Sonic Kart 2. Sonic Kart 2, is that the one with like Wreck-It Ralph and everything? It felt short. It felt like it didn't really stood up to what it needed to do. Have you ever played any of the Sonic Kart games?
Sonic Kart? No, it's not. Or you mean the All Stars or whatever?
Yeah,
Transform?
Sega Racing, etc. It's like
I did play it, and it's not bad. It just doesn't scratch the same itch. I don't know why.
No, it doesn't. It's like it's missing that itch of Mario Kart, which some games, kart games.
It's close.
I don't know what is
like,
it.
I can't hate it. I personally enjoy it. I'm not a big racer guy in the first place, but when I played it and I just did some rounds on it, I'm like, you know what? This is not bad. This is actually kind of a pleasant experience. I don't know what it is.
There's also Crash Bandicoot Racing, the twin kart, whatever. That one was good for a little while, but then they put microtransactions and then they fucked up the game. The game you buy, and then later they added like DLC that it was gachafied. Like, whoa, what the fuck?
You know, it's funny because like they remastered Crash Bandicoot. It's like, okay, this is clearly working, and then they did that for Crash Bandicoot, and it's like, oh, it's like, guys, just remaster it and leave it alone. Like, you literally had the sauce. Just remaster, slap on the pretty new graphics, and leave it alone. You don't have to earn more money than you already are getting. I get it, right? But it's like, come on.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of money, I'm gonna talk about this particular topic. If you know about it, you can contribute.
Sure.
If only if you want to. It's a very spicy topic to talk about. Because I've heard that it's kind of illegal to talk about topics of emulation but I'm only talking in a journalistic way. Emulation.
Well, Papa loves spice. I love it when it burns. Go for it.
There was recently Nintendo suing a, what is it called? It's a website.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's Yuzu, I think.
Yuzu, yes, that's exactly what it is. They got extremely on the because they tried to, I don't know, they've been having it good, but then suddenly they did something that made the Nintendo ninjas go after them. So
Yuzu lawsuit. Let me look into it, because I think they sold something they weren't supposed to, or like in a Patreon kind of situation.
Hey, yeah,
no, it wasn't the emulator, because the emulator is fine. It's like it was something that they did something they weren't supposed to. Hold on.
Yeah, monetize the program itself, because emulation is actually legal only if you are the one emulating your own bought games. Don't quote me if I don't know if I'm correct on that or not, but I feel like that's how the rules and the laws work. But if you're distributing set games, as an extra copy of the game, then it is not legal, like the file. And that's what they were trying. Some people are trying to monetize all the time. Emulation is legal. It's just it's the problem. It's the distribution that it's not legal. You can emulate your own games. If you have, like, let's say if you have an old Nintendo, it doesn't work, it's dead, but you own all those copies and you own whatever, then you can emulate all those games to your heart content on your own console and whatever. But how are you gonna download them if you don't know how to emulate on your own PC anyways? It's like, it's asinine. They don't know how things actually work. I guess I'm trying to find a loop in general for like the laws and how it works.
No, yeah, you're right. No, I did, and then it's exactly that. It's just like that whole circumventing the whole everything, right? And like I let me state right now, I'm personally against piracy, right? Like I feel that game preservation is very important, and I wouldn't be, if you were to tell me, hey, I got an emulator, I downloaded all the games online, I would not be upset with you, because it's like, the fact is, it's like, I get it, game preservation unfortunately is looked over, and it's not being made to be done possible, and any even remote conversation about it is locked out, right? Or it's like, we're not doing it, and it's like, but again, you're missing. I mean, let me put it this way: that they know what we're talking about if they're willing to remaster old video games.
Of course,
right? So I'm not trying to hear this conversation of like, well, old games don't bring anything into the new market. It's like, that's not true. not only is it not true, but like I get we're trying to like make less work in the long run. But there are people willing to go out of the way. Like again, this Yuzu people, right? Like they are willing to create emulation. You have people that are trying to like fix files around said emulation, and it's like, can I share a personal theory? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have said for the longest time, right, that, hey, you know what's a really fat brain idea that the companies can get the money that they want to and we get our old school gaming? Here we go. Yeah. Do you remember the mini consoles?
Of course I do.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Have a mini console, have it connected to the internet, have an online marketplace to where, you know, you can maybe purchase it on a cheaper end of like, you know, like, because how is it going to be full market sale reprice? Because there's no way you're charging me $60 for Excite Bike. You're just not doing it, right? And then just do it that way. So make it all about game restoration on those mini consoles. You know, open up a market around it, and then there you go. Problem solved. Now people don't need to have the need to pirate anything, and you get money out of it.
There's a problem with that.
What's up?
I feel like I've heard this. I heard this tobacco before. I've heard that it's more on the long run, you know, because usually they do like a 10-year plan. On the long run, the servers to maintain those things up, it's gonna be more expensive than what they're gonna be making actually. Okay,
so why not sell the files on their site?
They should. You know what I should do? Nintendo, I feel like in the future, Nintendo's gonna cave into the PC market. They're gonna have their own app, like the Epic Store. It's just gonna be Nintendo software, and it's gonna sell some stuff in there.
That cool and all, but you should check this out.
Oh my god, my TTS. Yeah, I have an AI TTS, and with my voice in there. Oh yeah, that's new, chat. Speaking of updates, yeah, we should move on. I'm gonna pause on the gaming topics for a little bit. And let's get talking about some of the stuff that I wanted to bring in here. Let's talk about the VTuber related things again. VTuber, not like company, not like Niji Sanji, anything like that. I'm talking about myself. VTubers like myself. Fellas.
Yeah.
It's time.
The duel?
It's time. You know what? Yeah, it's time to duel. It's time for debate. It's time for debate. So I'm gonna show you. I showed this on yesterday's stream, and I mentioned that I am going to be in the middle of a rebranding for my VTuber in general. You know, I'm using a lot of VTubers. People like. I guess I just want to make one gigantic addition to my branding of my VTuber, and it's gonna be a big project. It's gonna be really cool, and I'm sure it's gonna have a lot of like really nice things happening for it, because I'm going all in with all the support that everyone has given me. Thank you all so much for helping me achieve these things and just making stuff like this happen. So without further ado, for the Sunday stream, I'm going to be showing a first concept design of what my model might look like.
That's nice.
You were saving that sound effect for this moment.
I might have. Who's asking?
That was well timed, my friend.
Thank you. And guys, look at everything. It's like drinking a cup of coffee with your eyes.
Satan pirated Toho and now Xenoblade 2. Wait, what are you talking about? How did I pirate Toho? I'm not pirate Toho. Anyways, so say hello to Cyber-Sane. We are moving from the Neo-Sane and we're going to Cyber-Sane. It's gonna be more cybernetic, more space theme like. It may be more, I don't want to call it space. It's more in the feel of like, let's say, what do I call this? It's more, it is futuristic. There's a touch to it, because I always like the appeal of games like Xenoblade, Xenosaga, and all that stuff. Let me just move a little bit. I'm gonna put myself next to it, just so y'all can see how beautiful we look together. As you can see, the girls have grown in size. Are you okay there, Papa?
My eyes are just popping out of my head with the very amazing details that you have in store for us.
Oh, Hekatia model. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I do have a Hekatia assets, and it kind of looks like that character. A little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. Oh wow. Thank you, Gato. I didn't know that's how you were feeling. But yeah. Alright, let me take the googly eyes out of you so you can see better. What do you think? What colors should I put on this specific type of model if we have this kind of model going on?
Hatsune Miku colors.
Yo, you know what? Not bad. Like the green, neon green. I have some examples.
The neon green, the bits of blacks here and there, the like green, yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Bam. I'm going over them quick. Last night we ran over this while before we play Metroid Dread. So you'll tell me how these look to you. Let me shrink a little bit.
It needs a bit of green here and there, like maybe the lights, but other than that, it's perfect.
I'm seeing white and gold. Gold? No, not that you mentioned that. Let me bring up one that has some gold on it. All right, how about this, chat? This is Seinsune, Siku, Miku. I mean, yeah, because Cisco. Okay, I get it. You're clever. You clever rat. All right, so this one has a bit of gold. It's more yellow, but this is just like flat colors thrown in there, just splash in there. And by the way, huge shout outs to Helm-chan, who helped me come up with some of these picture edits. And yeah, this is it. I really appreciate them. In fact, I will be having a VCS special episode next Saturday at 8 p.m. EST with Helm-chan here on twitch.tv/SaintCisco. So if you want to meet Helm-chan, everybody, the one who edited a lot of these pictures, we're going to be talking about that on next Saturday. Okay, so here's another one. This time I decided to just give red to the hair. Tell me how this looks. Now, how do you all feel about like all the blue, all the gold, but then suddenly, bam, red hair? Is it too much? I'm wondering. And also, big shocker, no bolts. The bolts have moved to the ears. I feel like I'm past the bolts on being on the head. Hello, Mystic Shadow.
Change it? Like, what was it previously?
Oh, so I have on my VTuber model, I have some bolts on my head. So you can see, let me scoot my face here a little closer. You can see this. I love the bolts. People love them. They are iconic. They're recognizable for me. However, I want to be a more brandable character, more like a mascot for like a, you know, like a gacha game or a video game. I want to make a video game with this character someday, you know, something like that. And I feel like the bolts are not quite like the popularity on the masses. And also, I feel like, so the bolts were primarily on my head to represent my health condition, which is like the whole Moya disease that strikes both sides of the head. It's like a scar of battle, but it's not really meant for any theme like cyberpunk, you know. It's there, but I'm past that, you know. I want to get past that, and I just want to create really cool shiz so we can all enjoy, you know, the model as it is. How do you all feel about that? The sweet
beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, I know some people say that, hey, I shouldn't move away from it, but at the same time, I feel like maybe it's time to put the bolts on the drawer. Totally fair. Thank you. Ask Luigi what their favorite topping pizza is. Luigi, yo, you mean Papa, right? What's your favorite topping on pizza? We got some questions for you. Later, we'll get to the VCS section of the show, by the way.
Yes. All right. So lock and load for this combination, right? You don't tell nobody, because this is the ultimate winning sauce: chicken, bacon, black olives, and jalapenos. If you don't go in that exact order, I'm deeply concerned.
Woo.
It's got to go that way.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lover of the black olives. I love black olives. I don't care what people say. I was once pranked into eating black olives and mushrooms because I was told they were meat. I was very young, and I was like, I like this. I don't know why you thought I was gonna eat something nasty. It was my brother. My brother said, here, have some meat. And I was like, oh, okay. I put it in my mouth. I was like, okay, it's delicious, but it's not meat. And they were like, oh, I thought you would dislike them and spit them out. No, I like them. I've always liked olives. What can I say?
Some nice olives with some cheese and some quackers. Oh, so good.
Yeah. And now, how about this color? How do you feel about it? It's kind of using the same aesthetic that I have with the orange hair and purple.
I just feel like it needs a third color, like an accent color.
Well, luckily you mentioned that because I'm going in order. How about this
Ooh.
one? I'm just going in order by what I have. One more after this, and then we'll pause the VTuber explanation. Like I gotta keep the rest a little bit of a secret. You're back. Welcome back, Packin. Well, looking soulless, Joker. Soulless? Ah, shut your fuck. Shut your mouth, maiden. It's the spirit is in the VTuber, not the model. Okay?
On the wrist.
I got a raid. Thank you so much, Dial. Let me give you a little shout out here. How you doing, sweetie? So this one has some more of the neon colors. How do you feel about that? Too much neon?
No, it's just more the purple that's like in juxtaposition to everything else.
And thank you for the follows, Radix. Welcome to the gang. Oh, thank you for that shout out too as well. Really appreciate it. But yeah, all right, one more picture and then we can pause this. And I'm going full virus mode. Virus mode with this. It's like it's going, instead of the white colors, it's going with dark colors.
See, I can get behind those dark colors.
You can? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that one's like, that's it. We won. We won the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we won the internet with this model.
You like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, see, I'm actually wearing like similar, a custom color today for the Mario. Look, red is my favorite color. However, I feel like blue is something very inviting, something friendly. And I also feel like sometimes I just like the, that color on my VTuber. There's a specific color palette that I often go back to in my VTubers very often. It's because it's what I prefer and what I feel is easier on certain streams that I just want to like just chill and relax. And it is something, because I feel like streaming is all about like being, streaming is an art form in which you have to represent yourself, and this is why I often change my colors. I've been told to somewhat not try to, because it might not be good for branding purposes. I'm not sure how invested you are into those type of fields, but if you look at this picture, hold on. Oh wait, why is it not showing? Where is it? Hey yo. Oh, is it hidden? Oh, that's odd. Oh, that's odd. Well, I guess the picture is hidden. It doesn't want to show up. Maybe it's too big.
It's a secret.
Okay, so what if I do this? Oh, because it's hidden back there. Okay. Never mind. I almost crucified myself. You saw nothing. Okay, there you go.
But that was a f***ing keyblade. What just happened?
Did you get hit with the keyblade?
No, you got hit with the keyblade. I was more concerned. Okay. I'm like, I thought we were gonna have you unlock your heart and just like have that little or whatever.
Oh, I like the Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, well, see what this color. I'm gonna put it on here. Hi, Charky, how you doing? Can we get it also? There's so many familiar faces stopping in tonight. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, this is like a very cool, relaxing color. I'm not someone who does stuff like ASMR because I'm way too explosive to be chilling for that long of a time. But hey, I like this color too. It has a nice vibe to it.
Hey, bestie.
Hello, bestie. How you doing, Acorena? And hello, everyone. Oh my God.
Hello.
All right, so we talk about the VTubers, we talk about Mario Day. Let's talk about some news. Anything you sparked you interesting this week? What have you been up to lately? Tell us all about what you've been up to.
Well, for everybody else, I told Sane outside of stream that I am just coming back from being sick, so that's coming into fruition as well. No, yeah, so. Oh wow! Seriously, I talk about it, and the cough's just is like, "Hello, I'm here." It's perfect timing, and I hate it. Just has been working on a personal space in terms of like with streamers. Saying I think you're a part of it, so I've been just working in said space and all that, right? And just been doing some work and trying to get a entire stream set up. So nothing too crazy, nothing too busy. I'm making a point to just hang out with the people I care about, right? Saying you being one of them, because I know you're friends. So, just nothing too out there,
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been up to?
Well, unfortunately, my entire brain has been consumed by VTuber topics. I've been listening to like VTuber. I've been listening to a lawyer talk about Niji Sanji's situation, and but I'm not gonna.
When is it never that situation? Open up Twitter and there's another thing.
There's always something with Niji Sanji, and that's been going on. Not even gonna jump into it. That's just what I've been watching in general. Aside from that, playing Metroid Dread, trying to finish Super Mario Wonder at least one level at a day, and just making a lot of VTubers for a lot of friends. I'm making more Vroid models for lots of friends. I only own like 2 that I told people I was gonna do. In terms of like commissions and requests, I have none, and I'm not opening anything because I'm actually gonna be slowing down on that kind of work so I can focus on the rebranding of the new one. I'm speaking to a lot of artists about the rebranding and all that stuff. I've been waiting for a lot of answers as well. So yeah, it's all work. Well, that's all I've been up to in general. I guess I just want to call it work, if you can call it that. Really would like to go some days. Really would like to go full. If I were to have this as a full-time job, I guess I my production value, I guess I would focus on increasing that. But at the moment, I'm just enjoying it how I can. I'm enjoying it with everybody. I'm not sure. Every streamer has their own way to like spend their energy on streams. It's not really. I don't want to see it like a something that it's taking over my life. But at the moment, it is a passionate hobby and a part-time that I really like so much. And I really have to thank everybody for their presence, their support, and everything. That's what I want to bring it all up to again. This on last month, so this is the first week of. This is the first week now. 7, 3, no. Oh no, the first podcast was on March 3, so it's the second week. The subathon goals are gonna be taking place this week and the next one as well. Just some silly little streams. I don't have to talk about that here, right, Chad? Please don't force me to talk about the subathon goals in front of the guest. I'm just gonna say yes, they're gonna get done. Period.
And also, it's the B. Hi, B.
Hi, B. Oh, familiar faces again.
That's my little bee lady. I love her.
I want to say I'm busy, but I'm mostly dying. The allergy of March is just destroying my body. My health condition has been through the ground as well. I actually had to call out from work today, and on top of that, I call out and then I went to do some car repair stuff. As I call out to rest and do some car repairs. I was like, what the fuck is happening with my life? I had to call out from work just to do that. It's crazy how much I gotta do in a day sometimes. And it's not just that, it's my energy sometimes allows me to not do it all at once, and I work at my own pace. So excuse me if some plans take a little bit longer than others.
I mean, you're out there, working your butt off.
So I'm gonna take that perfect segue and I'm gonna bring it up to you. I want to dedicate this part of the stream to you because we're almost like near the end of the show. I want to talk about, let's make this a VCS a special event, as it is the Mario 10, the March 10 Mario Day event as well. We talk about a lot about gaming, but now let's talk about you.
All right, sure.
Yeah. Because I feel like the last time we did a collab, it was during the Game Awards. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
It was, and when was that? Was it like how many months ago was that?
Let me see. Let me look up the last Game Awards, and that was last year. So
I think it was December.
It was.
You're faster at this than I am. My hands are tight.
Well, yeah, December 7th.
December 7th. Wow, it doesn't feel. It simultaneously feels like a longer time and not a long time ago.
Well, that's because our friendship is timeless, of course.
I guess I can see that. Yeah. So what I really want to say is like in that stream, you got to you helped me out. You literally carried the stream by knowing all about the games. all that stuff. But I want to I want to ask questions as if you were, of a guest of the VTuber chat show. I got questions for you to answer that are very silly, but I also have questions that are related to that for you to ask to a future guest. And, oh my!
Also, real quick,
goodness.
wow!
Woo! Oh my goodness, double. Hey,
is this the legendary Yomi Quinley I hear so much about?
Yes, it is. It's the VTuber in the flesh. I'm sorry to interrupt this episode of VCS, but we seem to have a hype train going on. And where is that coming from? Oh my goodness!
I shall join you in this. Yeah. Oh, I did it too bad.
Just so ridiculous. Thank you so much, Yomi, for the raid. Everybody, hello. My name is Sain. It was your time to shine. I'm doing my introduction. I'm sorry. So, so hello, everybody. I am Neo Sain. I am a cyberpunk VTuber who's an interviewer VTuber, and today we're doing a small interview. Thank you all for wrapping in. We had a random Helm collab and chill in the last hour too. Helm Chan is actually coming to my stream on Saturday. I don't know if they told you, Yomi. I know you're besties with Helm Chan, but we are gonna be doing a collab on next Saturday. As today, we're doing a collab with the wonderful and amazing Papa Spud.
Thank you. Yeah, and not to take away time from us, but really, I see a lot of good things with Yomi and some of the stuff they're putting out there on Twitter. I know I get shy because it's like, just with all that, but I will say, Yomi, thank you so much for the raid for Sain. Just based on what I've heard about you, you are quite charming, and I love the content that you do. Thank you so much for all that you do, and I know that you're up to very great things as well. Sorry, and again, I know it's like, it's the interview time, but it's like, no, let's put it to the real ones, ones, and Yomi being like amazing. So
look, you're shining at what you do best, which is something that I saw last time that we collabed. It is how well spoken you are with all these things. You're super pro at this. I was so confident that I brought you to an episode of the IN-Sain Podcast, which is something that I rarely ever do. And I'm starting to do that. And I said I need to bring people that are well spoken and confident and all that stuff. And you, my friend, you have done such an amazing job today. I'm really thankful for the company. And a lot of people in my community truly love you. They wanted to see a return of you. And I hope you manage to make more comebacks once again, After this, I hope we didn't scar you with like how silly we are in this circle. Yeah,
absolutely. Just like quite amazing in proxy. I know that sounds weird, right? Because it's like, I know through Sain with the feed. Wait, hello?
Oh, I'm here.
Wait, yeah. Oh, well. No. Anyway, sorry. I don't know. I hope not. Oh boy.
Oh, like the. Oh yeah, your VTuber looks a little. It's cutting off a little bit, but you're on the call. Just perfectly fine.
Okay, listen, it's got to be my low poly in model and low poly in voice too. Oh no.
Oh, yo, welcome, Soulstone. Hello. Another precious face here. I'm gonna get dinner. Yo, have a wonderful dinner, Yomi. Thank you so much for the amazing raid. And thank you to all the follows. And Hale, thank you so much for the subscribing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I got a random hype train and a Yomi raid at the same time. That is amazing. I'm in tears. Sometimes the VTuber community can be so amazing. Have you? Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. Like, can you say something positive? Amongst all the drama we talk about Niji Sanji and VTubers doing X or Y, can you tell me something amazing or something impressive to you about the VTuber community?
Just the creativity, and for myself, if it's okay, because I know I mentioned the personal project of mine that I know that you're. Oh wait, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, clear. Okay. Because I'm getting nervous. I'm like, wait, am I gonna go true low poly this time?
You're fine.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm able to mention said project on here, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, you shout out and show everything you want. Everybody gets their time in here in the IN-Sain Podcast, and also VCS. It is your time to shine, so you could talk about it all you want.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So I'm a big believer that more VTubers should have more opportunities to be seen, because the problem is, it's such a large market and there's so many other VTubers, and for myself, I've been blessed to have such amazing people in my life that have given me the recognition to be able to grow, but then it's others as well that I see that just need those set opportunities as well. So I've personally, IN-Sain, I think I invited you on there. I know you're not necessarily as active, but I know you've been busy too. It's not a requirement. I'm not pressed about it, right? Where it's where I call VTuber Central Station, and it's a project that I started really just to help people more with just trying to grow as streamers. But the main feature that's on there, on top of the community stuff we already do, is what we call trains. So these are just more, like smaller focused groups to help answer questions about like how to grow as a streamer and just, you know, have those collaboration opportunities together and just being able to, and really, and all that really started, like, why even do it in that way or that format? I mean, I remember when I first started off as a VTuber, I made it a point to like be as social with as so many as possible, right? Because in the fact that there's this genuine, like, you know, like saying, I know I came into yours and I was talking to you too, and just trying to, you know, talk as well, right? And just, you know, have that friendship too. I think we all agree that by ourselves it's hard to do anything, whereas together we grow.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? So that's what this focuses on. This project of mine really focuses in on, you know, that group collaboration effort. And, you know, and it's more than just, oh, we're going to come together and collab. It's more that, hey, you know, let's answer the questions. Where can I get these references and tools that'll help me grow? What days is going to be a best time to stream? And just answering together like all these different complicated things that you wouldn't do normally by yourself.
No,
I know that was very long-winded. I'm so sorry.
No, it wasn't. Look, I've heard everything, and I have to say something on my own. I don't want to tap myself too much on the shoulder, but one of the extra goals of me creating a stream called VCS, you know, the VTuber chat show, it is partially like I know the reach is like the reach of a show. It's like something that it's a little complicated to explain. However, I wanted to create something that seemed somewhat legitimate with a formula that is like recorded on YouTube, so people can have the experience of having a collab. So it's not just networking, it's having the experience and just having, you know, a way to like highlight lots of wonderful VTubers, lots of ideas, and you're showing them in an encapsulated way for YouTube. And not just YouTube, but they also transfer to like memorable clips, memorable pictures and screenshots. And I take all those memories and I put them on a highlight reel. They're always on my opening. They're always on my stream. So a lot of people come here to actually like recall memories about like, hey, I remember when this happened on stream. Not just VTubers, but also people on the audience. We got, for example, I'm gonna name names. We got someone like Gato reminding us about the Yoshi story experience. I know that one's extra special. But we also have Tommy the Bull, another wonderful VTuber. Shout outs to Tommy, and reminding us that we had a collab. And they like to highlight those specific memes about ourselves. And it's just those things. It's building memories, the experience. Yeah, it's definitely not trying to secretly send a pipe bomb to my mail. Not at all. I have to be cautious. I have to be cautious with my words. There's lore in there, but I'm going to omit those details.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's like I said, I have my own ways of like trying to highlight all those wonderful things, and you're doing a wonderful job. I've seen, you know, I may not be active, but I lurk. I'm in the shadows. It's like the people who type it. This is why I have this hidden message on stream. If you type exclamation lurk, for those who always like to like see, I say Saint Cisco is now watching from the shadows within my walls. Staying in the walls. And if you go to my Twitter, where do I live? What's my location? In your walls. But I'm always looking. I'm always watching.
Always watching.
Always watching. Always. I said always. All the time. Chat. Oh shit. Wait.
Not in front of me.
No.
Not in front of me.
Alright, it's time to put okay. Google. Thank you for the googly eyes, I suppose. It's time to put them on the model. I put the picture back there, just so we go. I brought up the picture of the model again, the process, so a lot of you can see it. Yeah, this is the model, and I just want to encapsulate this here as a good memory. It's a process in making, and I hope that this project of mine makes a lot of like really wonderful memories as well. Bruh, you had to change me to the Megumin. We're on Mario Day, you know.
Guys, it's a mage. What
Mage.
the f? It's so cool.
Yo, watch your language here.
Yes, sorry. That's great though.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me look for a script here. I have to look for my my notes so I can ask you a question asked by the previous guest that we had on last Sunday. Right, let's bring this up. Hey! Watch your mouth, Tommy. I heard that. Oh, that's a little gremlin. Say hello to my little clone.
But you were saying in the personal note, by the way, before we get off track.
Oh yeah. What were you saying?
No, you were saying like I know I've been lurking in the shadows, right? You were gonna continue on with that.
Oh, I think I said in general that I like watching from the shadows. Even though I'm not active in like different discords, I always like watching from the shadows, like every discord and all that stuff that's happening. I know all the little news that happens here and there, and I'm always paying attention to that. And I always looking. In fact, I've been looking at like VTubers in your discord so I can invite them in the future as well.
And we could talk about that later on for sure. It would be a very great opportunity to have that. But it's just like, again, it's been a personal project because it's like, I don't know. Like I look at, all right, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be really real. You know, guys, wouldn't it be so badass if Sain were a Twitch partner, right? Like, should that not be, can we just like skip the button, right? And just like, no, but I'm serious though. Like there are so many that unfortunately get looked over or that there's not enough attention brought on, on people is because, again, we go back to a huge market of not even just VTubers, but streamers, right? And it's funny because you'll have streamers that just recently come out and already they get like 500 viewers per stream. And it's like, how is that even possible, right? So I'm looking to combat the formula. Like I want to combat this, like whatever is holding people down and just, how many streamers, relatable or not, that you've been going for months and months and months and you still get those same 3 viewers. You're not going anywhere, right? And it's like, I want to fight that. Like, I want to fight this oppressive system that VTubers have to go through. So that's just me. I'm very passionate about it personally because, like, I know for myself, I've done content creation in the past and it just seems like it's hard, right? But I know a lot of people that are so much more, and I'll say it, right? I'm going to be real. So much more deserving than I to grow, but they don't. And it's like, wow, that hurts me. It hurts my little wee potato heart.
I'm listening, but I'm also menacingly looking at chat right now.
Uh-oh. Chat, what did you do? What did you do? Did you hurt Saint's feelings?
A little worse than that. They're trying to shut you down. They're trying to shut me down, not you. They're trying to shut me down. Thank you, Nakami, for the little work, but I mentioned already that button does not work tonight on this stream. It works on the next one if you want to push it. This is just like that Yo-Yo episode. JoJo reference? Yeah. I'm staring at you menacingly. I have a lot to say about what you just talked about. Well, the whole like VTubers that deserve the spotlight. I have a lot of similar sentiments to that. There's a lot of wonderful creativity in this field. Like a lot, like more than you can actually like imagine. Oh look, I have Cappy from Mario Odyssey.
Ooh, oh that's cute. That is so cute. What the heck?
It's Cappy. Anyways, not getting distracted. Okay, so we have a lot of wonderful talent in this community. I always like to highlight on my own ways, and I understand. I wish like some of them that were really talented got more highlight and spotlight. I have a lot of hot takes and warm takes about it, but I'm going to concentrate on the topics that are at hand. We can have another discussion about that in some other stream, actually.
No, we can absolutely. I said, I don't mean to take up as much time with it.
Can of like wonders, and it's a Pandora's box. Let's just call it that. I should become a VTuber just so that I can give Sain an excuse so that they can play Kirby's Air Ride. Look, I'm sorry. I want to play Kirby's Air Ride. I want to play a bunch of games. There's so much that I want to try out. I gotta fix up my issues with the connectivity. If we play again, I have severe skill issues. Remember, my internet might just like not be the best. But yeah. Yeah, so many wonderful plans that I want to continue. So many wonderful VTubers out there that need more spotlight. And this is why this all came this all spawned from the topic of like, say something nice about the VTuber community and your projects. Thank you so much for sharing that wonderful, that wonderful ideology that you're trying to bring upon us. Oh my God, can't speak right now. I'm in absolute like sentimental mode a little bit. But anyways, do you have some time to answer a quick question?
Oh yeah, and yeah, I know that was like a huge one right there, but any other questions you got? I love being able to answer questions, so go on through.
Yeah. Okay, so here's one question. So this question was asked by Melanie, actually. Wait, that's not the... Oh wait, no, it's inspiring to change. Oh, here we go. No, sorry. This is by Kylo Neko. What motivates you to be happy to become a streamer?
I know this is going to sound very corny, but it's the friends we make along the way. And I'm being completely serious here because it's like I've had a lot of great streamer friends, and I still do, and I still am, right? Because I know Sane, we collab in December, and we have plans to talk a little bit more. And it's just like, I just like making friends. I really do. I don't know what it is. I'm a social butterfly. Like, I know I'm weird because sometimes I'll have a low social battery, but like if I can meet you and I can talk to you and be friends with you, like that's gonna fulfill me. Like I just, if not the numbers, right? Because I know it's a bit of a like a low-key goal for me wanting to be Twitch partner, but if I'm making friends and hanging out with you and I vibe with you and it's like I get to spend time with you and we improve upon each other in that way, it's like it's so like I don't want to use like it's very like intimate is the word, but it's not like that intimate of like that. It's more like it's like wow, I feel good that I get to see you as a person, right? And then maybe it's even a situation where it's like, hey, outside of just VTubing, like what do you like what do you do, and just have that genuine connection with people.
No, I really feel that, honestly. For me, like I mentioned earlier, the experiences you can have, regardless of like those stats, forget about that. The experiences are completely unique to this field, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the people that I met on this long run, like oh my God, almost 2 whole ass years on summer. Summer. It's around my anniversary is sometime around the corner in the next couple of months, and that is impressive. That is something that I can't still fathom on how long I've gone, and I am really thankful for everything, honestly. All right, we got one more question from chat. This is the last question that I'm gonna be taking from chat. It's a little out of topic because today literally is Mario Day. It's supposed to be a cheerful game full of wonderful things. But let's talk about a little bit. I want to know your opinion on this because you're such a cheerful guy. What if I throw a curveball? What if I throw the massive curveball on your face? Okay, what are your thoughts on creators that make unapologetic, dark and mature content? Let's make this strictly about video games and maybe anime, but I mean video games. It
could be. Yeah. So I mean, whether it is like content creator or games or whatever like that, or just people making dark and immature content, let's say that, right? Or I mean, it could be in the video game space. So it can't be all sunshine and rainbows, right? And it's one where it's like, I hope that it doesn't like hurt people, right? I think that's my caveat right there, where it's like, as long as it's not hurting someone actively or a group or whatnot, right? Because what I believe is that people, let me put it this way. It's for the same reason that there are horror stories for kids, right? Where it's like, it's a juxtaposition. Why are you telling horror stories for kids? Is because kids need to experience fear, which is healthy for their developmental growth. It's like things of that nature, right? So when people make dark and mature content, there's an objective in mind. And did you meet the objective? Did you say what you have to say? And there will be something where it's like, did you meet your target, right? Because some people, what I don't like is people that are making dark and mature content for the sake of just making it. But if you're making it with something to say and it gets your point across, or it achieves an objective that again is not hurting someone, then it's like, all right, then it shouldn't be a problem. Right. As a matter of fact, we need, like, I look at, I know this is going to sound really wild and left field, but like, what is it? It's it was the time winding girl who was like, trying to fix her mistakes. What is it?
Time winding. Is that an indie game?
No, it's an indie. Well, I think it's an indie game where it's like, she goes back in time. She's trying to not have her dad die, but doing so is messing things up. And I think I had a friend named Chloe.
Yeah.
Life is Strange. I take Life is Strange as a dark and mature thing.
Madoka
I'm
is an
sorry,
anime
but
that
it
like that
is.
too. Madoka is dark as hell. Life is strange.
And you're gonna tell me that we don't need content like that? Like, guys, it started a lot of conversations.
Yeah. So this specifically came from a massive fan of the coughing of Andy and Lele. And yeah, those are topics that are often needed to be even highlight because it can be. So the point is not to be all over it in like a good way or taking as advice. It's more like just to highlight and teach a lesson. You can clearly tell that in that game, those two people, and no one is good in that game. There is no real hero. It's like Yagami in Death Note, the hero. Do you think so, chat? What do you think Light Yagami from the anime Death Note? Have you seen Death Note before?
I have, yeah.
Okay, do you think Light Yagami is the protagonist? Do you think he's the hero?
I think, okay, so what I liked about it actually is that I have to say he's a protagonist, but he is more anything a sacrificial lamb, where it's like at first we start off where it's like, yeah, killing bad guys, that's cool, and then you see this shift. So I think what's so resonating about that character is that, like, you be careful with your ambitions because the path paved with good intentions leads to hell, basically, right? And it's so good where it's like Light twists to somebody nefarious. So it goes from someone you're rooting for initially to, wow, this person's messed up. Like, I hope they don't get caught, or that this person needs to be caught. And it kind of like it is a subversion of your expectations, I feel.
Yeah. Look, Nakomi's talking about the coffee on the lady. Those topics in that game are extremely dark. You can find appeal in taboo, but remember the important lesson, and I'm gonna wrap that up in here. Leave fiction to fiction and respect the boundaries of everything related to that. You can enjoy your GTAs, you can enjoy your incest game, whatever whatever people call it, but the real story is about how dark that stuff is. But yeah, just respect the boundaries on fiction, and also keep fiction as fiction, of course, because that's where it belongs. It's like you said, as long as it's not harming anyone, like in real. And of course, the consumer should not be harming anyone or taking it as like gospel for educational stuff. But yeah, that's like it's a big curveball. So not really the topic that I will talk about in Mario Day,
Yeah, of course. What else you got?
Yeah. All right, what do you got? Now I have to ask you a question for our next wonderful guest that we're gonna be bringing here on stream. So this is possibly gonna be a question for Helmchen, or maybe it depends. Do you have a question for our future guest of the show?
For me, like, ask a future. Okay.
You ask a question. You ask them a question. It can be something from the most serious thing to the most wholesome thing to the most funny thing. You can think of whatever you can think of from the top of your mind.
Oh man, okay, I'm gonna tell everybody a little secret about this. So remember when I said I got to every other VTuber trying to get to know them, right? And it's like there was this one question. There's this one question that I knew in my back pocket. I ask every VTuber in my midst of getting to know them, right? Right. And I need you to and you can ask questions about the questions for clarification, but it's a little ambiguous on purpose, right? What's something that more people should know about but generally don't?
Okay, let me write that down. What the?
Nicely done.
No, I didn't mean to censor. I accidentally hit the hotkey for that. So you said, what is something? Wait, say it again.
What is something more people should know about but generally don't? And chat, I ask you guys that question too. And it could be like, it's ambiguous because it could be anything to you guys, like where it's like it's personal or streaming or whatever. Like, what's something that you find that more people don't know about but is like, why isn't it? How come more people don't know about this?
Yeah.
Or saying, I'm gonna ask you that question actually, if you have time.
What is some, okay, so the question again is, what is something more people should know about, but generally don't?
Yeah, right? Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this with a lesson. When I used to be a college professor, I used to tell my students to know the basis of metacognitions. But that is not really, because most people will ask, so what is metacognition? It's about acknowledging critical thinking of knowing about knowing. Cognition comes from the mind and development. So it's like learning about learning. How can you go above yourself by knowing what you gotta learn? It's like learning the difference between objective and subjective, and learning the appeal. So, and this actually can be applied to the topic you learned recently. The topic you mentioned recently about there are tons of VTubers out there who just don't have that spark that is just like that objective appeal. Maybe you didn't use objective appeal, but I'm gonna call it that. That's probably, you have to learn that sometimes people are just superficial, or sometimes you have to learn that your audience can be niche, and you can make it grow from there. You can create the niche, or you can cling to the niche that is already popular. Knowing about knowing, it's being very meta, being on top of the knowing. So knowing about metacognition, it's so meta. It's meta itself. It's like gaining the system. And how do you know about? It's like learning about programming. How do you learn about programming, but programming your life, and what works and what doesn't work? I can say a bunch of things about myself, but I'm gonna leave those to another occasion, because we did say that we can absolutely talk about this all in a completely different stream or a completely different occasion. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna focus right now on everybody. I'm gonna need your help right now. We had a lot of fun. Our next event right now, I'm gonna be having a Mario Day. I'm gonna be taking a little break of like 20 minutes. I'm gonna be taking Pablo to the backstage to thank them for being part of the IN-Sain Podcast, episode 93. And for those of you who may be watching this later on YouTube, my apologies. I couldn't have this on time, but yay, it's gonna be there later. Everyone who came in chat, thank you so much. Yes, thank you all. Seriously, a bunch. Thank you everybody who rated. Special highlight thank you to Yomi for helping so much with the edits of the art from rating today. They've been on top of my business. I know I really have to thank them so much for everything. And Joe, I hope you're enjoying your food if you're listening to this on the background, Yomi. Let me read some of the comments here.
Yeah, special thanks to Yomi. Like, thank you so much.
Hell yeah. All right, so we have some comments from chat. Let me read them here quickly. Pakan is saying something that seems a little serious. We also have the comment from Nakomi. Fiction is supposed to be able to explore the means of restitute that could never work in real life, and it's supposed to be fun. Yeah, that is actually very true. That's how good. That's almost exactly how I mentioned it, but you put it more eloquently. And then we have Pakan saying the taboo. Is this one? The taboo around sex ed should be erased from society. Oh, they're answering your question. Too many people making mistakes, but not being parents themselves. Yeah, that is that is true. That is like, there's a lot of things that should be taught a little better. Knowing how to go about posting streams, getting out there, but to be honest, that is more or less your fault. It's something that is a work in progress. We all have to learn that ourselves. It's we have to learn how to take those little pills, what is it called? Hard to swallow pills sometimes. And instead of like being against it, just like savor it and use it to your own blend. I don't know. Since our favorite mistake. Oh, thank you. You are my favorite mistake as well. I fight back. I fight back.
Oh.
You got any words for us? For after this?
Oh, for me? No, just other than the fact that this was so much fun, like being on the IN-Sain Podcast. And, for those that are listening and haven't followed Saint Cisco, please be sure to do that as well. Phenomenal content creator and a very amazing person all around. So just be sure to do that, please.
I really appreciate it. Well, I am going to rate someone who's actually their birthday today. So if you can say, happy birthday, Rat. Happy birthday, Rat. Happy birthday, Rat. Let me write that on chat. Happy birthday, Rat. Copy and paste this and say it to this person, okay? And then if you want to, you can spam your favorite emo. Happy birthday, Rat. So we're gonna be rating the wonderful VanyTuber who are having a massive collab right now. So it'll be extra fun to do it on that specific stream. How's about it, everybody? You got it. You got it. Please help me out. I'm gonna need all your help. Come on, Papa, do my YouTube outro.
Remind me again?
Do you have a YouTube outro for me? Give me a YouTube outro.
Give you a YouTube?
YouTube outro.
See you later. Bye. How's that?
That's perfect. I love it. All right. Everybody, you have a wonderful night. See you in a little minute. I'm gonna go backstage now. See you soon.
See you guys
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye.